All right, folks, I apologize. Apparently, we had some audio problems there, so I don't know if any of what I said came out yet. So let me reset the game again. I apologize if this is repetitive. Had an audio issue. My headset went dark, and I don't know why, but I'm back. So what you're seeing right now is the warm-up, the practice session. So the games have not commenced yet. So what are you going to see? You're going to see Scimia versus Kwan over here on sheet C in the semifinal, and the other semifinal is going to be Messing versus Imes. Just in case, again, I apologize, I don't know when my headset cut out. Imes is Stephen Imes, Trevor Gow, Chris Weisert, and Kevin Dolan. Messing is Gert Messing, Dennis Mellerup, Greg Poole-Dyan, and Danny Stetsky. Apologize if I get your names wrong. I'm bad with names. Team Kwan is Robert Kwan, John Gibbons, Don Malner, and Mike Hope in for Sean Main. And Team Scimia is Ed Scimia, Dave Bykowski, Larry Boucher, and Eric Sebastian. So the Imes and Scimia rink both had the morning off as they had earned buys. But so they are fresher legs right now. And the Kwan team had to go an extra end against Messing to get here. So I'm sorry, not Messing, against Guzman. Sorry, I'm getting my teams confused already. To get here. So they're probably, they've seen the ice, but they're also probably not quite as fresh-legged as the Scimia team is. So whether or not there's a benefit to getting that buy or getting out there early and finding out what the ice is like, don't know. Maybe we'll find out here today. As always, the chat window is open. Please, any questions, any comments, please let me know if there's anything we can do to make your viewing experience a better one. So this is the 12 o'clock semifinal. Handshakes are taking place. The two teams on C are both nutmeg teams, so there's a lot of smiles, a lot of guys who know each other. This is going to be a fun match to watch. Right now, what you have in front of you is the 6-house view. I will occasionally go to the house view just to show you particular shots or lineups, but I like to stay with the wider view so folks can see both the delivery and the end result. I want to thank all of you who have joined us this weekend for this event. Very excited to have you guys. As always, all of these live streams archive on our YouTube page. Please feel free to go and check them out. All right, so first stone over on sheet A is yellow, and they did not put up the nameplate, so I'm not sure. Who's throwing yellow on sheet A, guys? Messing is throwing yellow on sheet A, so his first shot is in the house. Not sure if that's what he called for, but Imes is not going to tolerate it, and he's going to try and take it out right away. We're now also underway over here on sheet C. First stone from the Kwan rink is a guard. Right on the center line, right in the 2 to 3 range. Over on sheet A, the takeout attempt is not successful and just moves the yellow stone over. So now Messing has an opportunity to mess around. Haha. Sorry, that was a bit of a dad joke there. Over on sheet C, Eric's first stone is a very nice corner guard. A little higher than Hope's guard, but in a very good spot. So Kwan is going to draw behind. And Mike Hope's shot over on C is on its way. I will discuss both matches, but I sit behind C, so I'll be following C as long as it's a predominantly interesting match. So the shot from Mike Hope is short, and it's going to end up hogging. They let that one kind of die because it was not going to get where they wanted it to get. They do not want to leave stuff out there for Team Scimia to use. Looking over at sheet A, we see a red stone in the back of the house that they're going to target. Here comes a second shot from Eric Sebastian. This one's got more weight. I believe the call was to draw behind. Oh, it's got plenty of weight. They wanted to get it by the guard. Now they're just going to let it see if it'll settle down. And it's going to settle down right around the tee line. So really quick so you guys can see what I see there. There's the result of that shot, right on the tee line, on the outside. I'm sitting right behind that sheet. I can't see more than 10% of that stone. So that's a well-placed shot. Over on sheet A, we have a takeout attempt going for the red stone in the back 12. And it's going to be successful and then roll over. Is it going to stick around? They're working it. And it is going to stick around the back 12. So Messing has got something brewing there. Another guard put up over here on sheet C by Team Kwan. So Ed Scimia and Team Scimia are going to try and take advantage of that. They're going to come way out here to my right and try to draw in. Larry Boucher's shot is on its way. Also on sheet A, it looks like there's a bit of a drawdown attempt. Looks heavy though. They're scrubbing it now. Looks like it died a little bit. I might be wrong in that weight. On sheet C, Larry's weight is also a little bit lesser than what he wanted, and he puts up another guard. So you kind of got this forest right now of rocks. So Kwan is trying to decide how to best attack this. There is a large port on the left-hand side between that high yellow and the closer red on the center line. The draw to the button is there, and that's what Kwan's going to look at. And so with all these stones in play, it now becomes a race to the button. Having played with these guys before, I've played with both Robert and Ed myself. Robert is a very fluid strategy guy. He will change his strategy based on what's going on in a particular end. And I think with this many things in his way, he is going to go ahead and try to draw behind. Sure. We're going to be joined on the broadcast by Mark Zakin. And the shot looks like it's got a really good line. It's curling in. Is it going to get behind? It's not going to get under full cover, but it's going to under partial cover. I can see maybe half to a quarter of it. So now Team Scimia deciding how to attack this. Quick glance over at sheet A. Looks like we're trading a lot of stones in the 4-foot. Right now it's counting one yellow, but that could change rapidly. Ed does not feel confident in getting rid of that stone with that guard in the way, so I think he's going to try and peel the guard first. But no, I think no, okay, the call was for the shot rock. With that broom, I did not expect that weight from Larry Boucher, and he does successfully take it out. So there's now one yellow in the house. Hey, Mark is joining us. How you doing, Mark? Say something again.
Hear me now? There we go.
Oh, yes. Okay, so the audio is picking up. We've been having audio problems this weekend, so I do apologize for folks who've experienced the audio issues. So we are in the first end of the semifinals. Once again, we have Imes versus Messing on sheet A and Scimia versus Kwan on sheet C. The winners of this match will advance to the finals at 3 p.m. It is. It definitely looks like there's a little bit of slowness over here on sheet C in particular. A lot of stones out in front of the house, but still a port to the button.
Imes is sitting shot on the back. Across the wall.
Puts us in the right spot. It could be really nice.
Back.
I do believe that is the case. Yeah, that stone did stick around. Dave Bykowski's shot is coming in. It's going to scoot to the back four and bite the line between the back four and the back eight, but that is really great placement line-wise. It's going to be hard to dislodge that directly, but I think Kwan's going to try and draw down to it.
Line.
Absolutely. They know exactly how to throw this one. They did get one, and they did not stick around themselves. I think it's going to slow down. If anything, it might be a bump here. He's going to get a little bump. They're playing for the bump. And unfortunately, because of the way that bumped, I can see most of that stone. Scimia could go after that stone if he wanted to. There's a jam possibility, but it's there. Yep.
I've seen Davis.
Oh yeah, Dave has been fantastic this weekend in particular.
Bob on the slide, but
Sweeper's just walking with it. Says they want to let it curl. It's got plenty of weight.
bobbled a little bit on his slide.
And he's just going to tick the outside of it and bump the two stones over. It looks like that's just going to make it one yellow. Let me show you really quick the overhead on that. Yeah, that's one yellow. At least that's my take.
Up in the booth here.
Yes, he's waiting for Robert to come down and take a shot. Oh, it just gets by. Unfortunately, don't have an overhead camera on that particular house, so yep. He's got some backing to work with here. If he draws right back down to that red, it's not a bad thing. If he moves it back maybe 3 inches, all of a sudden he's sitting 3. But he's probably thinking that later. Wait, I apologize. He's red. No, he's red. I got the colors backwards there.
Very heavy.
Very heavy, gets by the guards.
Super heavy.
It's going to go right in between them. Nope, it's going to catch the first red. And now the count is definitely one red.
That shot on the back, maybe go behind this guard. Supers are on it. Like the weight. Bye. This is going to be a good
Yes. Looks like it, yeah.
shot. And Ed now gets the opportunity. to try to
If he can get right in front of that red on the tee, that'd be glorious.
I don't think he wants to go that far back.
Okay.
Back, then you just
True.
very hard.
I think it's going to end up on the back red. It's going to sit as shot rock, but it's in a very vulnerable position. And like Mark said, it is now behind the tee line, so it could be very easily something that Kwan could draw down to. This is Kwan's last shot, so if he could draw down to it and possibly limit Scimia to 1, that'd be a nice way to start this match.
If he gets to the inside to that yellow, I don't think Ed can get inside of that yellow corner to the button.
Probably right, so let's see what he does here. Oh. Yeah, he's got nothing to worry about. As long as it's touching rings, he's got 2. Does look heavy though. Comes a defensive sweeping. And he's going to end up with 2.
Little on this.
He's by, and he's going to get there. The sweepers are really going to pull this in. It's going. It's going to be just short. It's going to be biting the 4-foot, and it's still going to be 1 yellow.
Draw down to his zone.
Absolutely. If he can just get closer than the red, let's go to that overhead really quick. So that one on the 4-foot line, 8-foot line on the right-hand side of your screen inside the circles is the one that was just thrown. So all Ed needs to do is get his yellow stone closer and in solidly into the blue, and he'll take 2 to open this match.
Red and tap it up a little bit and give up 1 to red.
Yep.
And that means
It's past the guard. It's just past the guard. Here it comes. It looks a little heavy.
No, that's going to be a beaut.
nice shot.
And it is just going to rest right up against his own. It's going to be 2 yellow to start the match over on C. So a 2-0 lead for Semifinal over on C. It was, what was the count over on A?
2 to Imes.
2 to Imes. So we got 2-0 leads on both sides.
Well, I can't overstate how great a shot that was. Not enough to be too heavy to bang his own yellow out of counting. That was an exceptional shot.
And Robert Kwan just looked at us right through the glass and went, nice shot. So, I mean, even, standing right over it, he's mirroring your comments there.
All right, over on A. Starting position for a team with a 2-0 lead and without hammer. Might have been tested for a kick. Of course, it's going to start with guard from
Yeah, he's been dead on. going to curl over right at the very end, and it's a glorious centerline card. Knowing Eric, he will probably tell us later that he wished it was 3 inches closer, but it's a really good spot for the guard.
All right, the tick shot. No tick shot. They're going for the one on the back. Very nice. About Imes. Where are they from?
Imes is, where's my sheet? Oh. Columbus and Triangle. Oh, and I'm hearing on the stream they can't hear you, Mark. I'm not sure what's going on there. So pardon me for 1 second, folks. I'm going to mute my mic so we can find out what's going on audio-wise. Stand by. The stream will continue.
Now? Anything now? Now? Which one is yours? Oh, okay, so you can hear me now. Am I breaking up?
Yeah, I can hear on the delay.
All right, how about now? Okay, I think I'm on. All right, thanks, your mama. Pointed out that my brilliant commentary had not been heard.
Okay, hopefully we have that fixed. All right, so while we were working on our audio issues, what's going on over there on sheet A?
Over on A, 2 yellow, 1 yellow.
Let's show you that. Mark tells you about it.
Gerd is top 4. Nothing in the house on the feature game. Looks like Skinny's going to try and draw.
Here's the near sea look while we were gone.
This is pretty far out. Needs to curl quite a bit. Dave is lightly brushing. Now they're just going to bring it in. Not going to do him any good.
Top 12 would be nice.
Just gives up a hit and roll.
Yep, it gives up a hit and roll opportunity. It's almost a challenge to Kwan to say, go ahead and try the hit and roll here. And he's gonna.
Looks like Imes wants to hit that yellow that's at the top.
So thank you, Elia, for Aliyah. Aliyah.
It's Aliyah.
Now I know why they call him your mama.
It's Aliyah.
So here's a shot over here on C. It looks like they were trying to get to the inside to roll, but they're just gonna end up trading the stones. And now Semifinal will have the same opportunity to try and hit and roll in.
All right. It's Aliyah. For those who were wondering how to pronounce Mama's name. And looks like Ives just going to come down to that one on the top. Working hard on it. This hit on C is going to be good, but I don't think it's going to roll in.
It's pretty heavy too. He threw that with a good amount of weight.
Not going to roll in. To get much less of it.
And it's a little higher now, but the roll is still there, so oh, that's in the house. It's just biting.
I'm not sure why Robert isn't drawing. Honestly, he could wick off that on a draw. I'd prefer the draw.
I think because it's so far out, I agree with you. Otherwise, I would like the hit and roll, but we've seen already 3 attempts at the hit and roll over here that were very difficult to hit.
He might like this because Gibbons is very strong at hitting. and that's why.
Got the angle, and he'll roll somewhat, but not under full cover, but enough that's going to be harder to get to. And there's not the hit and roll is now no longer there.
No, it's got to run back. Tap first. Over on A, Messing is now sent a shot on the top four. He's looking to tap back his stone in the top eight, which shouldn't be too difficult to shot. I think he's thinking about whether his shot on the button can be hit. Oh, I'm sorry. This is I've shot. I'm shot. I'm just looking for the double.
Here comes the tap up from Dave Bykowski. Sweepers are on it right away. It looks light. It is. They're going to hog this one because I don't think the weight was there. And even Dave is shaking his head thinking, I don't know what happened there.
Imes is looking at this quite a bit, and I think he thinks they can hit the shot on the button. No, he's changed his mind again, and now he's going for the slash double. He's really confused.
There's a lot of stones in play over there on A.
He's gonna throw the slash double.
So that I can show you. So let's see what's going on over here on near A. Really quickly, we'll cut away just to the overhead.
Sweepers are off. They're on a now. Directionally sweeping. Don't want
Plenty
to
of
crash
weight.
the guard. They're off again, so they're going to make the hit. There's the hit, and there's the slash double.
And
Very
he'll
nice
sweep
shot.
out that yellow all the way. He gets it all the way out. I thought he was just going to get maybe to the back 12, but he gets that all the way out. What a glorious shot.
Well, now I know why Imes is 3-0.
And a good cutaway to the overhead by me. The first one all weekend where I was like, ooh, the shot might be good. I'm going to go to it first. Meanwhile, over on sheet C, we still have, because the Bykowski tap up came a little short, looks like Kwan trying to draw in here.
Yeah, I think he doesn't mind if he taps his top red and squirts over a little.
Yeah, I agree.
I think he'd be fine with that. Look, I think that's when he's going to get. Yep.
Weight on this
Coming
looks
in nice.
really nice.
This is going to split him very nice. Yep. Get the other red in.
And it pushes that shot rock under full cover. Wow.
Yeah, that's a good one.
Very, very nice. Let me show you what that ends up looking like.
Ed is going to throw the inside out fin double. Put the broom right on the rock.
We're going to stick
He
on this
wants
overhead for a
Dave
sec.
to catch the inside of that and roll into the one on the button. Coming outside. It's coming the out turn. This
Got
is
plenty of weight.
floating. No, this is floating. He's not making the double.
Oh. Nope, he gets the one though. Doesn't really help him very much, but back to the 3-sheet view so everybody can see what's going on over on A.
I don't know what happened on Messing's last shot because Imes is drawing in. Sitting 3 as it is. Supers are off it. It's running a little deep. Stop before the button, and it's going to.
Right in the 4. Very nice.
So Gert is going to hit and roll, I would think, or maybe throw the double.
Got options. Kwan's drawing over here on C.
That looks light. They got to go. Got to go really hard now. Really digging in.
I think they're going to get there. It's more. Oh, and they've got plenty of room. I thought maybe they were closer to the guard. Oh,
Gotta
wow,
get a
you're right.
piece.
That's going to stop about 3 inches outside the house.
Yeah, that wasn't what he wanted. Ed will quickly set up for the run back. Yellow to red. For most people, a difficult shot. Ed probably better than 50-50.
He throws this a lot.
He does. He's better than 50-50 to make it. Gert looks like he's just trying to maybe tap the one on the top and roll over to the other one.
Well, it's coming in pretty good.
Oh, that's bad.
Yeah, the weight was good and the line was not.
Wasn't Gerd who threw it.
Here comes a shot from Scimia over here, the tap-up attempt. On it right
Starting to
away.
curl. No, he's missed it. Trying for the other one now. Missed that by a lot. He may tap the red in. Good pass.
Dave Bykowski trying to coax that yellow stone to bite on the outside corner, but I don't think it is. The overhead says it is not.
Imes is going to put that stone back on the top 4. Robert wants to draw in top 8 on top of his stone. Trying to figure out which way to come. I think he likes coming away from the wall. Side because he can chip off his red that's on the top. Imes once again throwing in nicely to the top 4. These guys are really good. That's a great shot. Garrett's got a puzzled look on her face. Thinking about whether it can hit that top red and still be shot some. I don't see it. Robert getting set for the draw.
Yes. Here I'm having a little bit of a camera issue. Okay.
Gertz decided to lightly tap the red on the top. I don't see how he shot after this, though.
Yeah, let's take a quick look at that. That's a hodgepodge of stones over there.
Robert's draw looks online.
I think he's
Sweepers are on it. It needs to go. It needs to come in. It needs to chip off. Enough weight to chip off if it gets the corner of it.
This is the sea view right here.
Very nice. That's perfect.
And he does successfully split. Now he is sitting 3.
And he took away the run back.
Back over on sheet A, it looks like red is sitting as many as 5 stones right now. That back red is not counting the yellow? Okay. From the camera view, it looks like that back red is 5. Let's see
Question
what
here
happens
is how
here.
does Gert get shot after this? Off it. If he hits it, I don't know how he's shot.
Coming into view right now for you.
Made it, but is he shot?
If he's not shot, he's second. I think he's second.
Ed is going to try to hit this red in the top 12 and roll in to cut Kwan down.
So cut to that
And
shot
he's
really
a little
quick.
outside. He's not going to get much of a roll. Okay, so
He didn't get enough of a roll that he's counting second.
yep.
But is he vulnerable where he is?
No.
I mean, you could try to chip that out, but the jam on the red is such a strong possibility.
No, that's not there. He could roll. He could throw yellow, red, yellow to take 2, but it's easier to just to draw to take the 2. So that's what he's going to go for. Imes is going to hit the. He's going to hit the yellow. Just trying to figure out where the yellow is going to go after he hits it, with 5 red stones behind it, 4 red stones behind it.
I guess looking at the Kwan shot, if he could dislodge that yellow and stick, which I don't see how he could do, he could be counting 3.
Over here for Kwan?
Yeah.
That shot's not there.
Yeah, I don't know how you would do that. I mean,
It's not there. You can relax, Bert. That shot's not there.
I've seen stranger things in this game. It's obviously not what he's doing, so we'll never know the answer, but I've seen stranger things. But in a match like this, you're absolutely right. He's going to draw and take his 2. He just needs solid white to get to 2. Actually, a bite of white. That yellow stone that is second appears to be just in the 12-foot, just on the outside of the 8-foot.
All right, Kwan's draw on the way. Sweepers off. Looks a little heavy. Slightly wider line. Starting to sweep it now, maybe.
Looks
That needs to
heavy.
settle. That needs to settle. I think it's going to settle.
It is, because it was out in the weeds, but for a moment there, I was not confident.
Very nice shot.
Two red, really quick over to near A, because the stone's coming in.
Well,
He knocks out the yellow, but he's sitting two at best, maybe three. I say two.
Gert has to draw to a dead freeze to that red on the button.
Yep.
Has to do that.
They're taking a look at those guys that are biting the 8-12 line to try and determine, but I really don't think it matters. The difference between 2 and 3 here is not a change of shot call. You still have to freeze there. Unless you think you can double out those two reds in the 8-foot, in which case it would matter. And that looks like what they're calling.
It's even more interesting than that. It looks like Gert might be trying to throw a double, come to the inside, roll off after making the double, and roll in front of the red.
But this is the hammer, right?
No, oh, is that's right.
So
Why
I'm
would
not
he? Why is
quite.
he going through all that?
He must be. The only thing that makes sense to me looking at this shot is he thinks there's a way for him to get all three of those red stones out in a 6-3, but I don't see it.
Oh no, it's there.
The
Triple.
triple. Okay, so the roving reporters are telling us the triple is there, and that this broom looks like it's set up for that call. We're going to stick with this overhead really quick. The third end has begun over on sheet C, but all you've missed so far is a guard. So let's.
Not big weight. Sweepers are on it. Trying to catch the inside. Nope, didn't get the inside.
And
Gave
he's
up
going to end
two.
up giving up two. All right, so back to the multi-view.
Okay, so I'm gonna say something here.
Sure.
I think early in the game, down 2-0, that was a mistake for Messing to throw that shot. I should have just taken his one. It's a very hard double or triple, and the risk of giving up a steal was too great.
And now he's down 4-0. So there's some, there's some 20/20 hindsight logic to that. I kind of agree too. I probably would have gone for the one just to keep it a 1-point game, but
I was surprised.
now he's got a little bit of a mountain to climb.
It's a big mountain to climb, especially watching the way Imes is playing.
So over here on sheet C, they haven't put up the score yet, but Kwan's 2 gives them a tie game at 2-2. 4-0 in favor of Imes over on A.
All right, we're getting close to Jets misery time.
Yeah, pardon me for a moment, folks. I am just double checking my fantasy lineups.
I'm setting my DVR to tape the misery of the Jet game.
Oh, my Chiefs don't play till tonight, so I'm fine.
You don't have a quarterback.
I got Matt Moore, and
That's what you got.
pardon the pun, but it's more than some teams have, so I'll take it.
Is he seeing ghosts?
Not yet. Not yet. So, right. So my lineups look like they're okay. So we're looking at the curling action now. Over on sheet C, we've got looks like one yellow in the back of the house. I don't think that front guy is a biting. So let me take a quick look. Oh, it's not even close. One yellow in the back, and Kwan's going to try and draw down to it. Over on sheet A, I don't have the far A camera, so I can't give you an exact on what it is going on down there. So I'm just going by eyeball. I see stones in the house. It looks like they're playing inside the house already.
Messing's got a stone on the 8, and they're just going to hit it. Up 4-0, they're just going to hit it. With a 4-0 lead Anything that's in the house, you hit. And they stayed.
And the draw by John Gibbons, I actually had that wrong. He was not trying to draw it down to the yellow. He was trying to draw it to the other side. It goes a little long, and now it is in the back 12. So it looks like the ice is up to speed already here in the third end. Either that or Gibbons threw that really hard.
All right, Ed with the hammer is just going to clear out the front. The chance to peel both. Skinny's been throwing very big weight, very accurately from what I've been watching.
Mm-hmm.
On it. They're on it.
It's got the
it's
weight.
Over curling from what he wanted. He might nose it, which he's not going to want.
Is there a run back double here?
No, he got.
Nope, he got the outside one. He pinballed the outside one.
Gives Kwan a corner guard. He's going to try to draw behind it. Messing. Stesky is looking for the double here, I think, or just a hit and roll.
Probably, I think it's the hit and roll based on that weight.
It's a hit and roll too.
And he hits. He doesn't roll completely under cover, but they are sitting shot rock.
Gibbons trying to draw down. He just threw the draw, so he should be able to adjust the weight, throw a little lighter.
It looks like it's lighter. They're scrubbing it, but I'm not sure if that's for line.
If it gets by, it's going to be good.
It's going to be by.
Oh, great shot.
This is going to settle right into the front 8, front 4. And that I can't see that stone. There's just a whole line of red stones there. It's going to have to peel.
All right, Skinny just threw this. Same thing. Maybe he can get a run back double.
Probably. I mean, at the very least, get that guy out of play. And if you get the right angle and you get 2 stones out, more the better.
Coming in, it could be nose. Not off nose. It's off nose.
Off nose. It's going to peel over, but it's not going to come out of play. So Kwan has more hiding to work with if he wants, but I think he's just going to want to guard up what he's got at the moment.
Guard back.
I'm going to guess he's second shot as well because I don't know.
Yeah, he looks 1-2.
It looks 1-2 to me. What's going on over on sheet A?
Hey, Messing's trying to figure out how to get back in a game with no stones in the house, down 4-0.
The guard attempt is out from Don Molnar for Kwan.
They got to let that move. They're sweeping it, but it's got to move. Coming now.
Yeah. I think the weight's actually pretty good.
That's pretty good.
Robert's got a spot out there, and it's not going to be far off from where he had his broom placed, and that's the line on that's fantastic. Ed's going to have no choice but to take it out.
Yeah, he'll peel again. Maybe get lucky and make the run double.
Still seeing a lot of red in the house over on sheet A.
Sweepers are on Bykowski's shot. Got the peel.
Thank you.
So the winners of these 2 games meet at 3 o'clock?
At 3 p.m. on sheet B for the $1,400 first place purse. Say that 3 times fast.
Robert's going to put the guard back. Saw the line, and Don just threw it. Expect this to be made.
The unfortunate with all these peels that Ed has had to throw, his stones have not been going out of play. He's created a pretty nasty wall there. If the Kwan keeps putting up these guards, he's not going to have a lot of alternatives other than maybe a tap up if he has to go and switch plans here.
That one looks a little heavier than the last one.
It definitely does. It looks a little further out.
It's got a wick off the yellow. Sweeping it to try and get the wick.
It's starting to curl.
Got a
it's
wick,
got a
but not
wick.
enough.
And I can see the stone.
Not enough wood. Meanwhile, on A, Messing must have missed again because Imes has 2 about to 3 in. Those guys are throwing draws deadly.
Yeah, we got 3 red stones sitting in the house and an already 4-0 game. So, and now Scimia is going to go after that stone. I am literally sitting directly behind that stone in the warm room, and I can see all of it.
Yeah, well, the key is not just to hitting it. You want to roll behind.
You got to roll behind.
So you got to throw this down weight. I like the weight. It's got to move. Sweepers are off it. It's got to move. See it because of Dave, but it hasn't moved yet.
It's still on the outside of the rock. It's going to hit it, but I don't think it's going to get to the inside. It's going to hit.
Never got on it.
And it's going to roll out into the back 12. Geez, we have 3 different stones in the back 12, and I'm not sure which one is shot.
Right now, the game is to the top 4.
Kwan's going to take it out. And he's not anticipating a lot of curl that far out, I think. I believe he is actually calling a hit and roll with that little ice.
Yeah, I guess his thinking is that yellow stone is shot. If he hits the yellow out and rolls, he'll be 1-2.
And there's a lot of granite in the way. If he gets all the way over past the center line, he can be under a lot of cover. So he's probably going to be throwing a little bit more up weight than he would on a typical hit and roll because he wants to get a real good roll out of this. And being that far out, I think that's where he's giving very little room.
So here's the danger with this shot. He's going to have to hit it very thin. And he could miss it. Miss the rock entirely.
Yeah, absolutely. So I'm going to go overhead really quick on this shot.
This thing did put one in. It's being hit back by Imes.
Oh, and a nice takeout.
It's gone, and there's a lot red still sitting.
There's still at least 2 reds in the house. We'll cut to that. 3 reds in the house. We'll cut to that as soon as we get this Kwan shot underway because I'm very curious about this particular shot. He did come out with solid weight.
A little wide. Coming in now.
Sweepers are on it.
Looks like nose to me.
He is going to roll, but the roll is sharp, and he is not going to make it all the way to the center line, but he's going to make it about 3 inches from the center line, maybe even less. I can still see that stone. So that was partly what he wanted, but not exactly. He didn't get the angle he wanted, and he didn't get the roll that he wanted out of it.
Let me tell you, that was a great shot.
It's still an amazing shot. It's not one I could make. I sit here and go, it wasn't what he wanted. There's a million things that could happen way worse than that.
That was a great shot.
We curlers are perfectionists. What can I say?
Leaves the double for Ed, though.
Yes, that is the problem with not getting over far enough.
I think Ed would prefer to hit the inside and roll over than to make the double.
And the guard does interfere a little bit. You've got to come outside in, and if you're going to get the double, you got to come across the face of the stone. I mean, that guard doesn't stop you from doing so, but it does make it a little bit trickier.
A little easier for Ed. He's left-handed.
Oh, lefties.
On his side, he's got a really good look at it.
Scott Funston checking in. Scott, just to reset the score for you, it is 4-0 over on sheet A in favor of Imes. It is 2-2 over here on sheet C.
Must be down. The weight must be down on this. They're on it pretty hard. Just get by, I think.
Cutting to that shot right now. It is
no.
Off the guard. Going to roll out into the 12, and they are going to try and sweep this as far back / out as they can, and it is all the way to the back of the circle, so it is not in the count at the moment.
Imes trying to come down to Messing's yellow stone on C, on E.
Looks like it. If that's what he was doing, he was a little light.
Opportunity knocking now?
Possibly. I don't have an overhead on that one, but I can make it a little bit bigger by going to the 3-sheet view. And that yellow is definitely the shot rock.
You put Messing back in the game. Nice draw to the top 4 here. Buried.
You know what we could do,
Would be
too?
perfect.
do that to make it a little bit easier to see too. Yeah, that's definitely the shot rock.
And it's frozen.
And it's frozen really well. So Kwan is coming up to throw. We'll keep on the 3-sheet view for a second. It just gives you a better view of the houses.
Top 8, maybe just biting the 8 would be perfect here.
Would take away the opportunity if he gets the line right for Ed to get a second shot at what he was trying to do.
Top 8 biting. Line's good. They're off it.
Weight looks good for what he wants.
Down a little bit. They're on it now. Keep trying to keep it from curling. Little deep.
Yep, I think it's going to end up in the 8. Well, that's right about where he wanted. Let me show you an overhead of that real quick.
8 is what he wanted.
That's the wrong button. There we go.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, that's pretty good line. I mean, there's still an opportunity for a run back double here. Not easy, but if Ed hits it the right way, he could split 2 of them off and then stick around in the top 12.
Messing has put another one in. A little deep, maybe. 3-sheet view again. It's exposed, though.
It's exposed to, but it does give him 1-2.
Jams everywhere.
Yeah, and it's house that crowded. There's jams everywhere, and I believe this can't be the hammer because Red's throwing.
Ed's last stone.
Oh, this is Ed's hammer. This is gonna be hammer over on C. This will be the last red stone over on A.
So for Ed to score here, he's got to make the double. There's a triple there.
Yeah.
Ed could score 3.
He noses that, drives it straight back, and splits all 3 out. It's really tough, but if he did that and stuck somehow, he'd be 3.
Little off nose.
We're going to cut to that
Gonna
view.
have to throw big weight.
This is the C house.
Narrow. They're sore on it. Get by.
Think he's going to get by. He's by, but he doesn't have the angle for the double, and that yellow stone is going to roll out, and I believe it is 1 red.
Good end for
Yeah, that was a good end for Kwan. Kwan will take a 3-2 lead there with the steal. Meanwhile, we're getting sheet A. Here comes that red stone. We still have the yellow hammer to come.
get by.
He gets by both his guards, but he's...
Nope.
I don't even think he's second. And if that's the case, then Messing now has a draw on the other side for a shot to get 3 and get back in. Wandering over. Oh, yeah, that shot is not in the second spot. That is the 3rd shot at best.
Yep. So a game that looked like what's going to get away from Messing. He's got a real opportunity to take 3.
If he can get 3 here, and now all of a sudden you're down 4-3 after 3, the mistake of giving up that 2 in the second end and allowing the steal kind of vanishes. Well, at least for now. Those kinds of things loom large later.
Game is long.
That's it. I'm going to go back to the 6-house view because they are already coming back on sheet C.
Right. Now booting up the red zone.
There we go. We're multitasking over here. We've got 3 different computers going at this point.
All right. Minute 38 to red zone.
There we go. It's an NFL Sunday and a
Now I
curling
need
Sunday.
scotch. Yes. Scotch, the NFL Network.
So we are in the fourth end
Who's
over
curling
here
games?
on sheet C.
Life is good.
It's 3-2 Kwan. Score hasn't been posted yet. There goes the draw attempt
get you a
over
drink?
on sheet A, and it went long, so it's only going to be 2 yellow. But still, that's a big 2 to get back into the match. It's now 4-2. Imes
Please,
over Messing.
one ice cube.
I don't have to.
And now he just needs Imes needs to put up a
Small
decent end here and kind of get those 2 or 3 back. So 4-2 is not undoable, but when you have the hammer, but you don't want to give up a steal here or only take 1. This is kind of a big end over on sheet A.
Just one
And we'll all be
smaller.
coming back towards the near houses.
Excellent.
So I'm going to give you the near house view.
No, two for. No, one red. Kwan is up 3-2.
Yep. Yeah, it's pouring out here.
Britt, salute.
Salute. Cheers. Thank you for joining me today.
All right, NFL Network kicking off the red zone.
And we have the near house view because we're all in the fourth end at this point. One last time, it is 4-2 Imes over Messing on sheet A. It is 3-2 Kwan over Scimia on sheet C.
So I didn't see Messing's draw, but
It just
I will
went long.
say he was throwing down a side they hadn't thrown.
Yep.
And that's what happened.
Yeah, no, yeah, he definitely gave it a little bit more weight because he wanted to make sure he got there, and he ended up getting past there.
Well, he probably figured it. That line was a little slower because he hadn't been down it. So the players in these games are going to make some money, huh?
Yes, absolutely. So the losers of this game are going to each take home $650. The winners will advance to the finals, where the first place will take home $1,400 and second place will take home $900.
So how much did it cost to buy in?
That I don't know off the top of my head. Where's our chair? Our league chair. We have a question about what the entry fee was for this tournament. $500.
Okay, so fifth and sixth got
Break
their money
even.
back.
Yep.
The losers of these games will make $150 a team.
Yep.
Some Scotch money in there.
There you go. Some travel money. With this being a World Curling Tour event, you can be sure these aren't the last time these guys are going to do an event.
From my perspective, the Scotch money's more important.
There you go.
All right, over on A, Messing is looking to freeze to that stone on the button, and it's a little short. So I'm pretty sure Imes is going to chip it out and try to sit 2 somewhere. Over here on C,
Just sneaks by the guard.
very nice, but it's open.
It's going to be open and give him something to shoot at, and there's always the hit and roll opportunity, which is what I think he's going to do.
I got to tell you, I think John Gibbons is one of the top hitters in our club.
Oh, no question.
Top hitters. So who skipped Kwan's team this morning? I heard he was not going to play.
Sean Main played at Skip this morning, but he had to leave. It's his first anniversary. So he was only available for the one draw, which was fine because Robert was able to get here for the remaining 2 draws.
Oh, and Mike Hope subbed?
Yes. So Mike Hope took over for Kwan in the first game and is out there for Maine now. Here comes the hit and roll attempt. The weight looks good.
Oh, this is perfect.
It's going to all be about line. Yeah, it doesn't get as much roll as he wanted, but it did hit and it did roll over a little bit. And now Ed's going to probably try to do the same thing, except he wants to roll out.
You mean run toward the outside beyond that guard?
Yeah, I believe he pointed towards the outer 12, so I'm guessing he's trying to roll out.
Yeah, not out of play.
Oh, yeah, not out of play, but outer.
Just not out of the button. Just out of the button. Yep.
Got plenty of weight.
He's thrown this a little out, but I think it's coming in. It's going to be close to that guard. Yeah,
And it does impact the guard.
Threw it a little out. Skinny's a little upset. Doing the Jared Allen on his broom. Call that the Jared Allen now.
Mm.
I can't call it that. Never mind. Sorry.
Meanwhile, over on sheet A, we got a redstone comes in. We had a nice conglomeration over inside the 4-foot, and that broke up pretty good.
I've been edited just a couple of sips into my scotch.
And unfortunately, our satellite dish is not liking the weather outside today, so we don't have a lot of. Oh, we do. We got football on TV. There we go.
So Kwan now is looking to guard this stone. That looks pretty good. I think he might get a little rub off of his red, which will be fine. I think he's playing for the rub.
Oh, he needs it. And he does. He sets a nice couple of guards out there, and that stone does roll into the top 12.
Oh, that was more rub than he wanted.
Let's see how that looks over
More
here.
rub than he wanted.
That back guy is biting. So he is sitting 3 at the moment.
Jets starting off poorly.
It's early yet.
The
Over here
Jets.
on sheet A, we've got a red rock coming in pretty hot. Looks like a takeout attempt. He's going to hit that front yellow and take it out. They're playing with a pretty open house right now. They've got a red stone at shot rock and a yellow right behind it.
I think Ed wanted to get a double there, and he didn't. And I think Robert is thinking he's going to corner to that yellow. That's what I would do right there.
He's going to guard it up.
Yep, and just a corner to the yellow is perfect.
Sure, there's nothing in the chat. Here comes Malner's draw. Also see a yellow stone coming in. Looks like they're going to try and freeze up to that red, but they come up a little shorter than they wanted to, but it's in play and inside the 8.
This stone is perfect.
This is going to be really nice if it doesn't overcurl. It looks like it's coming pretty good.
It's perfect.
Well, the weight is not going to give it the opportunity to overcurl. Even if it hits, it's just going to tick and sit, and it's gorgeous where it is.
Yeah, I mean, it does leave the yellow / run back, but I don't think Ed needs to try that right now.
No, I think Ed's going to talk about doubling out those guys.
Yeah, that's the smarter play.
The question is, can he do it without wrecking his own yellow out there?
That's the danger. I don't think he can.
Let's see where it goes.
I don't think he can get rid of both of them, and the shooter all the way, and the yellow not shot.
So this is the overhead view of this shot. Dave Bykowski's stone is on the way, and it is heavy.
I see a gem on the yellow.
And I'm hearing
There
he was
it goes.
Oh, yes, and he does unfortunately jam on his yellow. He clears all of those stones out of the way, though. So the red stone is now visible, so Kwan is not going to hesitate. He's going to guard that right back up.
Well, he didn't get all of the red ones. He got the one red one, and the yellow, and the shooter, but the other red one is still there, and so Kwan can double guard again, and it no longer has the yellow / run back. So
That's true.
it wasn't all great. Over on A, looks like Imes got rid of Messing's yellow. Messing is looking to chip that yellow, maybe chip that red. Lightweight, just chip it back.
More than likely, red has the hammer here. I think the only thing he doesn't want to do is give up 2. I mean, down 4-2, he's hoping he can skate away with giving up 1 here and then get some points back in that next end.
But if he can, stone is very light, and they got to get on it to corner to it.
If this is a freeze, what he's going to, he's got a shot at it, but that was definitely not a chip. Not chip weight.
The freeze would have been fine if it was shot, but it's not. Red is shot. In a corner to the yellow. Just can't hit the yellow. Is he going to hit the yellow back into the red? He is.
Interesting.
Okay. I think he's thinking that the yellow hits the red jams on the yellow in the back, and the red shooter stays, and he's sitting 2 when the dust settles.
Well, let's see how this comes out.
Shot. That would be amazing.
There's that shot.
Not most of what he wanted.
Yep, and the red rolls over into the 4-foot. Back over here on C, the guard from Kwan is another gorgeous guard, and they are blocked up well. So Ed's going to have to clear it.
So is there a cash ceremony as opposed to pins?
I don't know. That's a good question.
Is there a piper at a cash spiel?
No, I don't believe there was a piper today.
No piper, no pins, just cash.
I'll take it.
You take the cash?
If the players don't want it, I'll take it. I'll take the $1,400, hire them a piper, and get some pins, and I'll still be up on the deal.
I am all about the piper and the pins.
Now, Dave has laid his broom down on the ice because he just wants to take a look at this. I believe he's trying the run back double here.
Messing just wants to hit and sit 2 and not leave a double. That's what he wants to do. They're on it lightly. Certainly have the hit. Question of where that yellow is going to land. And
it's going to roll a little.
It sits second. Uh-oh. Yep. Just barely sat second.
Yep, it's second by a couple inches. Yeah, that's close. And this is kind of set up. Oh, here comes Ed's shot. It is heavy.
He's looking to peel. Maybe run back double.
Yep, I think he's trying to run back double. Here's the overhead on it. He's going to get the front.
Robert will put it back.
And say what you want about Team Kwan. They have thrown their guards today, which has made it very difficult in this early match for Team Scimia to get going what they want to get going. So over on sheet A, it looks like Imes is going to go after that yellow stone.
Imes at this point is playing for 1.
Yep.
I don't see a way to get 2. So he hits. Maybe he tries to roll over as close to that yellow as he can.
That would be the road to 2, would be to hit and try to get as close to that yellow and maybe make it difficult for them to hit the yellow.
Yeah, well, and then...
It's far apart, though.
No, but then Messing's next shot might set up a double for Imes. This could jam.
And he's going to hit to the outside and just roll out.
So Messing will just split the house. Then Imes will have to figure out how to get 2.
Yeah, if he splits the house successfully, I don't see him getting it. Here comes the shot from Kwan. It's the guard. They're on it pretty good because I think it's a little lighter than they wanted, but it's going to get the line they wanted and protect their stone pretty well. I don't think Ed has much of a choice other than to try and outdraw at this point.
Messing's trying an interest shot here. He wants to hit the red one and sit 2. If he rolls out, he's going to give up a potential blank.
So here's the near A view right now.
Messing wants to hit and stick.
And that was where I was saying before. I thought Messing's idea with this was whatever happens, don't give up more than 1 here. Cut to 4-3. I'm sorry, keep it at 5-3, and then try to get a bigger end as the game goes on. So that would be kind of where he's looking at. But yeah, if he doesn't want to give up a blank here,
it would be 5-2. Ed's draw
5-2
is on its way. Supers are on it. Line looks pretty good. Looks a little heavy. It's coming now. Now they got to go. Got to go hard. It's going to be short.
Over on sheet A, the hit is complete, and it does stick, and now there's a split house.
So is that red back there counting?
I believe that red in the back is counting.
Oh, that's 2 red then. So
Yeah, I
still a 2
believe that
for
was that
Kwan.
guy was biting. They're gonna take another look at it.
Nope. Messing does make the hit and stick,
Yep.
and
So
so there's no way to score 2.
nope, and he's put Imes right where he wanted him on this end. So now if Imes misses this and he steals,
Well, Imes is just looking to hit and stay. I
yep.
think he figures if he rolls out, he gives up a steal of 1. The draw is dangerous because he could give up a steal of 2. Sweepers are on it, trying to hold it. Looks like it's breaking. It's going to be close. From this angle, it's hard to tell.
Oh, miss is the only
Looks
thing you
close.
can't have happen here.
Oh, and he did.
He's going to roll out. He's going to give up 1. So it's going to be a steal of 1 for yellow. He does manage to get that yellow he was aiming for out, but he doesn't stick. And now all of a sudden it's 4-3. Imes leading Messing. And that was the best case scenario for Messing right there.
I have to say, Ames showed a real lack of confidence with that shot.
Okay.
Because he had the full 8 wide open to draw.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And he wasn't confident that he could throw a draw.
Yeah,
that's just not a good sign.
No. No, I agree. I thought for sure the call there would have been draw, and he did not want to do it.
Not there was anything wrong with what he chose to do.
Right.
But it just showed a lack of confidence.
Mm-hmm.
To me, anyway.
Yeah, I mean, you sit there and you say you have all these options. What do I feel the best about? And he clearly didn't feel the best about the draw. It was 2 red over here for Team Kwan, so that game has now become 5-2. Kwan has stolen in back-to-back ends now, and put Team Scimia in a little bit of a hole. We're only at the halfway point of the match, though. Still plenty of time. So we got 2 good matches in our semifinal right now. That's good to see.
I will say this about its team. They have played a lot of games where they've been behind, and they do not quit.
Mm-hmm.
They do not get down on themselves, and they can definitely rally back.
And just to respond to we've got some chats coming in. We do look at the chat as time permits, but with multiple sheets and multiple cameras to manage, we don't get to the chat sometimes right away. I will update the scores at the end of every end. So as I just said before, it is 4-3 in favor of Imes over on A. It is 5-2 in favor of Kwan over on C. We will keep on those scores at the end of every end. And we are through 4 ends. So we are now in the 5th end in the second half of the matches.
So Kwan going with the traditional throw it in, guard it up, put pressure on Ed to chase down by 3, but that guard did not come over, and the double is there. So this is an big opportunity for Ed here. Eric, throw the double, roll over behind the corner guard, sit 1. Ed's going to come down the center line with the in-turn hit. Eric Sebastian. Line is good. Sweepers are on it. I don't think they need to be Ed, but they are. Oh, Ed could be right about that. Coming over. No, he's not going to make the double. I think. Yeah, I think that needed to curl a little more. I think Ed might have been on that a little too soon. Oh no, I'm sorry. I don't know what the hell I'm watching. He made the double. Apologies to Ed, Derek, and to anybody listening to me. I missed it completely. Eric made the double. And now John's just going to try and chip this out. I don't know if he can get to nose. You don't want to throw too big weight here. It'll float. Over on A, nobody's in the house. A lot of stones up front. Gibbons hit. Sweepers are not on it. It's tight. They're on now. Really nice weight. Might chip the guard though. Really nice shot. It's a very hard shot. And great sweeping. That was great sweeping by Malner to keep that stone off that guard. He's a force. All right, so Ed's now just going to draw behind. Messing managed to put one on the back four. Sweepers are off this. It's coming now. I think this weight's pretty good. This is really good. Larry thinks it's going to crash. It's going to be close. They got to pass the crash. I don't know how deep they can get it.
Well, the fans like it. Let's see what far C looks like.
I don't think it's shot, is it?
It's not. It's not. It's in the outer 12, and that red one is biting 8. But it's not in a bad spot. I mean, it's got a good line to it, so it could be useful later.
Oh, it's super useful. All right, this one I don't get. Kwan without Hammer is going to peel the corner guard. Maybe try and get a center guard.
I think he's trying to do everything in his power to make sure that Ed doesn't have an opportunity to set up a 2. So as long as there's something he can hide behind, he did this in his first match this weekend too. I believe it was against Dunham, where he peeled a lot of guards just to take things. He was trying to eliminate hidey holes, and he did that a lot.
Yeah, but what he gives now is Ed can tap the yellow, bang the red, split the house, and sit 2.
He
I-
can. Let's see
I
what he
don't know,
does.
I mean, Kwan knows a lot more curling than I do, but I don't understand the peel of that guard. Not at all.
I saw, like I said, I saw that a lot in the Dunham match. There was a lot of times in that match too. It was like, why are they doing this? And Robert's strategy seemed to very simply be eliminate holes.
Yeah, but I think he's going to allow Ed to sit 2 here with no guards and the house split. It's a big shot. Really big shot right here.
They're sweeping it pretty hard. I think this is a line sweep. Oh no, it might be a little bit of weight. Larry's
it's
not
light.
happy with it.
It's light. Too light. Not going to get rid of the red. Not
Gonna
going to move the
just
yellow significantly.
barely get to the yellow.
No. That wasn't it. Kwan's going to hit that, I think.
I believe so.
It's not a loaded gun onto his red. So he can nose the yellow.
There's not a lot of separation and the angle isn't ideal. I don't know that he gets both here, but there's a chance to get both here.
Shockingly, and more importantly, the Jets just went in and have taken a 1-point lead against the Jaguars.
Here comes the shot from Don Malner. It has got a ton of weight. They're sweeping. This is definitely a line sweep. It's going to hit. It's going to split them both off, and it's going to roll around and stay. We have 2 reds in the house right now on sheet C. Over on sheet A, I just see the 1 yellow in the 8-foot. I don't know if there's anything else out there.
So, by the way, how crazy good is Don Malner?
Oh, Don Malner's been fantastic all weekend.
He's got to be the best hitter we have.
And we just said how great a hitter Gibbons was. You got 2 of them on that team. It's fantastic.
Gibbons is really good, and Malner's better, in my opinion, on the hits.
All right, so I missed the shot here. I see the red going out on sheet C. It looks like it was just a simple take.
Pretty good.
I think Kwan up. What is he up? It's 5-2. I think Kwan is just going to try and take out stones and limit the opportunities at this point.
Yep. Messing sitting 1. Opportunity to guard it. Missed the run back double. On throwing much lighter weight at this. Sweepers are on it. May want to get the inside of it. Just wants to get rid of it.
He does,
Cares.
but I think he's worried. Is he worried about getting to his own rock? It looks like it's holding pretty good.
It's fine.
And that's that. Yeah, I think that was just a let's keep this straight sweep.
It's going to throw the double here. Maybe try to set up a guard. No double. Trying to hit and roll behind it. Messing's throwing a guard. Kowski with the hit. Would like to get to the inside, I think.
Just getting caught up on the commentary. Thank you guys for interacting.
All right, good shot.
Oh, okay. I did miss that one. Thank you, your mama. That was yes. 3:00 is the finals. Do enjoy seeing some folks in the chat.
Question was whether I needed to be cut off.
The answer is yes.
I think that one's,
I'll jump in there.
pretty obvious.
All right, so I'm looking over at sheet A, and I just see a whole mess of red stones out front, only yellow in. So it looks like Imes is going to try and take out some of that yellow.
Imes looks like he's going for the back yellow. Pretty down
The weight says back. The weight says draw.
He's going for the back yellow.
I don't know why I would do that.
He's going to crash, I think.
Is he going to get by his guards? I think Mark's right. I think he's going to crash. He just
Oh,
skinnies by the
wow.
guard.
Wow.
And that's going to be shot.
Wow, what a sweep.
Wow, that is an amazing call. I would have gone for the hit and roll off the yellow, so that's an amazing call.
Wow. What a throw. Is that shot? It's close.
Yeah, I think it's in the 4, and I think that's shot.
Go take a look.
I will. Let's go see.
Because the way Messing is setting up,
I'm wireless. I can walk down here and see who shot.
at the way Messing is setting up, it looks to me like he thinks he's shot.
It is very close. I do think it's red, but I could be yellow. It could be either. It's close enough for a measure, in my opinion.
I think Messing thinks he's shot. Ed looks like he's maybe playing for the blank.
I think that's probably his best option at this point. He's not going to get set up for the end that he wants right now, so.
Well, he could draw behind and then hope for a miss and then get the 2 that way.
Hoping for a miss from Kwan is like hoping for a new bike on Christmas. It could happen, but the odds are it's not gonna.
Oh, you're telling me I'm not going to get a new bike for Christmas?
It's not impossible. It's just not likely. I hope Ron is listening. She's gonna buy you a bike for Christmas now.
He'd be quite surprised.
All right, so here comes the shot from Ed Scimia, and it has got plenty of weight.
He's got the nose.
He's gonna nose it. Is that gonna put him in the house? No, it's gonna leave him outside the house.
No, he's got nose. He's just going to be. Not going to be in, I don't think.
It rolled over a little bit. Oh, it's just outside the house, I think.
Kwan's
There's
gonna
the
get rid of
overhead. It is just outside the house.
it.
Kwan's not even going to mess with it. He's going to just get it out of the way.
So what happened on C? Messing through in, and what happened
I mean, an A?
on A?
I didn't see it. I was watching Ed's takeout. There's just a whole bunch of stones. I don't have that particular camera on A.
Looks to me like Messing wanted a guard. Threw in a little deep.
I mean, it's still doing the job. It's guarding that line. And if you hit and stuck, you would not change shot at that point.
Okay, but if red is not shot, then the play here would be to hit the yellow and tap the red up a little bit.
Yeah, I mean, you could conceivably knock the yellow out, nudge the red on your way by, and definitely make it shot.
No, there's no need to throw hit weight at the yellow. You just want to tap the yellow into the red if the red is not shot. That looks like what he's thinking. At it quite a bit.
We've got the peel out on sheet C, so it is wide open. Ed has his hammer now in an empty house, and he's going to point towards the wall and try to blank the end.
Okay, so on this broom, it looks like Imes is going to throw some weight. Don't fully understand this. Jam obviously is the danger. Looks like hack to me. Sleepers are on it. Huge weight.
They're kind of, yep, they're on it.
Sleepers are on it. Crash.
It's by. It's going to nudge that yellow out.
Okay, so the question is still who is shot?
Yeah, and that doesn't change shot at all. It's one red or one yellow, but
That was a really good shot.
it was a fantastic shot. That was glorious. The question is, what does it set up? I mean, here comes the last rock from yellow. He must think he's shot to throw that, to set himself up to possibly try to promote himself into second shot. If red is shot, then yellow is definitely second.
All right, Gert's got a couple options. He could hit the red and try double the red. Double the reds, his yellow would go.
Yep.
Both reds would go. And he'd sit 2. He could try to guard if he thinks he's shot. He could tap up his yellow to the button, be shot, or maybe sit 2. And I'm not sure which on that broom he's looking at. I think he's looking at the guard.
The sixth end has begun over here on sheet C. The first shot from Team Kwan is a draw to the center line. I think it was meant to be a guard, but it gets into the 8-foot. But the shot's away over on sheet A.
This thing's definitely going for the guard. That weight is guard weight.
That he's got to think he's shot.
I do think he thinks he's shot. I thought he was shot from the whole beginning.
Okay.
Sent you down there, remember?
Mm-hmm. And I still couldn't tell. I thought red was shot personally in eyeballing it, but it was close enough that I would not make a judgment call. So now what do you do?
It's a little deeper than he wanted. So there are multiple red runbacks. I think he's looking at one of them.
That's what he's got to do. Now, if he is second shot and that yellow in the 4-foot is shot, and he were to run back a red into it and just stick it, now that'd be 3 red.
Yes, that's what he's looking at.
That's got to be the way you're looking right now. I'm going to go back to the 6 view while we figure this out because we are heading back towards us in the Scimia Kwan match.
So Ed tried to throw the corner guard, went deep, he's in, and Kwan's just going to hit it. With a 5-1 lead, 5-2 lead, he's going to hit anything he can see.
Yep.
Imes is going to throw the red run back.
The 5th end was a blank, by the way, over on C, so there is no change in score. It remains 5-2.
This looks like it's over curling, and it might miss. Good flash.
I can hear Kwan through the glass yelling. He's just going to get enough of it.
Didn't need to stay. Ed going to try the corner guard, the freeze. Corner guard, I think.
Here comes the shot from
Most interesting
Imes.
shot on A. Imes looking for the run back to score 3.
Go back to the 3-shot view so you can see the house a little better.
Directionally sweeping it. Trying to hold it. Looks light. Might be over curling. He hit a different one. Hit a yellow.
So it's one somebody.
I'm going to go with 1 yellow.
Either way, it's one.
I'm going with 1 yellow.
If it's 1 yellow, that's another steal for Messing, and we are now tied at 4.
That's what it is.
So he has fought back to tie this match up. We're going to go to the near house view for a little bit because everyone's playing towards us right now because everyone is through 5. It is 4-4 through 5 on sheet A between Imes and Messing. It is 5-2 in favor of Kwan over Scimia over here on sheet C.
Messing's a force. Not shocked. I was shocked when he gave up the 2 for a steal in the second end, but I'm not shocked that he's come back.
But that was a decision making. You pointed that out right away, that was an odd decision.
Yep. Kwan is just throwing to the 4, guarding it, making it work. Those guys are not missing too many.
No, particularly their guards have been really well placed today.
So Ed is going to ignore that. He's going to try to draw up behind his corner guard, and try to set up a deuce, and deal with that red top 8 time later.
This looks like a nice draw from Larry Boucher. Might be a little heavy, I think. It looked really great weight-wise, but now at the end, nope, they're going to scrub it. It must be really nice. And it is. It's out there and biting the 8-12 line. It's not going to be shot, but it's in a good spot if you can work with that redstone later.
Robert's going to try and hit this. If he misses, he peels the guard. That's fine. He's taking a tight broom. He's got Gibbons, who throws big, super big weight. And all John has to do is hit one or the other. Little out. It's not going to catch the guard. He may have thrown it a little too far out. Their sweepers are on it now. So I think they like it. And he's got it.
Very nice. It's going to roll across more than he thought, but it sticks around.
That's a great shot.
Yeah, that's fantastic.
It's going to draw the button now. 4 corner. He's trying to decide. I would go with the corner. I think he's going to try to draw behind.
I kind of like the behind here personally, but that's just me.
The problem with drawing behind is it's got to bury. Can't leave it out.
Agreed.
It's a very big shot. He just threw the weight, but to the other side. Supers are on this. Afraid it's going to crash on the guard. Can't see with Kwan in the way. Off it now.
Think he's going to get by the guard?
Heavy though. Swept it pretty hard.
I think they're okay. They're definitely by the guard now. Now it's a matter of if they're going to outcount, and it is going to be right next to it. My goodness. Overhead view of that shot. I think the yellow is shot by a hair.
Honestly, I don't think it matters.
Right.
I think Kwan would hit either way.
Oh, yeah.
Over on A, Messing is going to peel this corner guard. Maybe try to roll in. Oh, we missed it.
Ooh. I did not think there was any chance he was going to miss that.
Can't tell if it's biting. It might.
Let's see. Can I get near A here? Let's see. Near A. The overhead camera says... Oh, I don't know what the overhead camera says. Let's see the bigger picture when it updates on the stream.
Have another scotch. It'll start tucking you.
I'm on Beer State. So what do you think? There it is.
I think it's biting.
Yeah, it might be.
I think they wouldn't have gone after it if it wasn't biting.
Yeah, it kind of makes sense. I don't think you would target it if you weren't worried about it counting. Over here on sheet C, Don Malner's being called to throw what looks like a run back. It is super heavy.
Wow, he's going to run back his guard into the yellow. Oh,
here it is, real quick.
He's got it.
Wow. What a great shot by Don Malner.
Oh, you got to be kidding me.
What a fantastic shot by Don Malner.
You got to be kidding me. You totally got to be kidding. That shot was ridiculous.
Seriously, that's a mic drop moment, folks.
I got to tell you, I'm not even calling that shot. That's how good that was.
Yeah, and that's how much trust that Kwan has in Don Malner to make that shot. He's curled fantastically all weekend.
That was ridiculous.
Not good for Team Semifinal though, and now he's got 3 red rocks sitting in the house with a guard out front, and he's like, I got to do something about this.
I don't know what you do because hitting either of them is not going to hit shot, and he can't bury. So all he's doing is cutting down damage, and he's down 5-2 in the sixth, and he needs to score.
I think, yeah, I agree. I think he's sitting there saying, how can I eliminate the most red rocks? And there's an odd shot at a double here, but that's not double weight, so that's not
Oh,
what
and
he
this is
called.
way light, and it's just going to peel the guard. That's no good.
It'll curl in to bite on the outside 12, but that doesn't really factor in right now. Not with 3 redstones sitting inside the 8 or better.
Kwan's just going to put up a guard, I assume? Or is he going to hit this one yellow?
Given how he's played this weekend, I would not be surprised if he went out after this cornerstone.
That's ridiculous.
He has played stone elimination. There it is.
Wow.
He has played stone elimination all weekend. I think in his mind right now, there's an opportunity for a hit and roll back there.
This shot is so hard. There's that guard up there.
Put it on the
Try
overhead.
and get on the inside of the yellow. You
At least
kidding
get
me?
by that front guard, get to the inside of the yellow, and roll over to the button. But hey, Dom Mounter's been shooting lights out.
Sure, that's easy.
He's going to get
By
by
the
that
guard.
guard. I don't think he's going to get to the inside, but he's going to
No.
get the stone out of play at least,
Yeah, that's fine.
and he can live with that.
Never made that call. Can't argue with it, but I never would have done that.
That's one of those calls you go back later on and say that helped or hurt my game. So really depends on how the end and the rest of the match goes the rest of the way. But
Well, what that does is it plays to give up just one.
just one. That's it.
But he had an opportunity to put up a guard and maybe steal again and put the game away. So that's my question.
Mm-hmm. I said it during their first match on Friday, and I'll say it again now. This match right now is shaping up to the kind of game where you just want to buy each of these skips a drink and sit down and watch the match again and ask them what the hell they were thinking, because they're just, the strategy level is amazing.
Well, I'll give you another option. You could buy me a drink and we could sit down and we could talk about what the hell I was thinking when I said anything. It's another option.
Better yet, let's get all 4 of us in the same room and drink together. They can criticize our commentary, we can criticize their strategy, and then everybody's happy. All right, so in the meantime, while we were joking about that, they do successfully take out one of the red rocks at the top on sheet C, and so Robert, again, with his everything must go mentality, is going to go right after that yellow rock.
Yep.
I'm looking over at sheet A, and it looks like they've just been trading stones out.
Yep.
Not a whole lot of we're seeing a lot more end building over here on C than we are over on A. They seem to be just content to be knocking each other's stones out.
Well, Imes has the hammer, and in this situation, what you want to do with the hammer is you want to score twice because you get the hammer 2 of the last 3 ends in the 6th and the 8th.
And they've had that problem. They've given up consecutive steals. So they're definitely looking, they've got to get something on the board here, I think.
The problem here is that if he plays for a blank, he's got to try and blank the next end too.
Here's where you start. Yeah, you're right. You start setting up end game. Who has the hammer coming home in what scenario kind of things.
Exactly. That's what they're thinking about right now. Who's going to have the hammer in the 8th? So Messing is happy to make Imes take 1 or blank. So he's going to come at this and just sit and stick. Kwan just wants to get rid of this yellow stone, which he has done.
Ooh, he's going to cost himself a red.
Fine.
Yeah, he's not really that worried about it. It just skirts out to the 12. Breaking news from sheet A. Takeout on its way. Shocking. 2 very different kinds of matches going on, but both very good.
Well, the score dictates the way they're playing on each sheet. So Kwan is just playing to give up 1. Messing does not want to roll out here.
Is he out out? See if I can get the near A camera up. Let's see what that looks like.
Yeah, he's out.
Oh yeah, that's not even close. So an empty house over on sheet A.
Imes is going to draw down to that yellow on the back, would be my play. He's not looking at me.
Is this his last rock?
No. Freeze to the back yellow is the right play.
Oh, this is his first rock, you're right. Over here on sheet C, Ed Simia's draw?
Looking to hide somewhere.
I think he's trying to freeze.
Yeah, freeze is a good shot. You got to go, boys. Dead freeze is what he wants. Oh, that's really nice.
And he gets right up to oh, the separation on that stone is minimal.
Yeah, the problem is it's angled.
Yeah.
And Robert can throw huge weight. So,
He can, and Robert doesn't care if he loses that in the process.
No, of course. Just wants the yellow to go. Over on A, Imes trying to get this freeze down to the yellow. They're sweeping on it pretty hard. Looks pretty good. They're on, they're off, they're on, they're off. They're on hard now. And not bad.
Paul Douglas, we are going to take you up on that offer. Paul Douglas in the chat has said he's offering to buy us drinks to hear the conversation between the skips after the match. So we will take you up on that offer, Paul, and I will tell both the skips that you have made that offer, and we'll see if we can't get that scheduled, because all of our live streams do go onto our YouTube page. You can go back and look at them at any time, and I would love...
Robert's just going to throw him parking lot, catch the yellow on the outside, and watch all three stones go.
Here
They're
it
not
comes.
sweeping.
Cut to that.
Now. Oh, this looks perfect. Bang. Goodbye, everybody.
Yep, and he clears out all three of those stones, and now there's just one red stone sitting in the top of the house.
And it's got a decision. 6 then.
Blank or
He's down
one.
5-2. Blank or take the one.
The way they're setting up, it looks like he's going to go blank.
This is a very difficult blank. There's a yellow guard up there.
That guard definitely makes your life a little harder.
He's got to hit the red with enough authority to get the red out, and enough authority to get the yellow out if he's looking for a blank.
Meanwhile, over on A,
shot.
Messing puts a shot right in front of the yellow rock that's out but in play, and Imes is going to go after it. It looks like Imes is going to try and blank the end.
This is a super difficult shot for Ed. Super difficult.
All right, so we're going to go to the overhead for the Scimia shot. He's trying to eliminate that red stone and not stay in the circles.
They're on it hard.
Got the angle. Red. Can they get it out?
Wow.
And it is all the way out.
Wow.
Meanwhile, over on sheet A, he does hit the yellow, but he does not roll out, so it's going to end up being one red. That is not what Imes wanted. Imes will take the lead there, so we're through 6. Imes is up 5-4, taking 1 there, but that's not what he wanted. He really wanted to blank that end. And we blanked over here on sheet C, so the score remains 4-2. I'm sorry, 5-2. They've blanked the last 2 ends. Kwan's strategy frustrating Team Scimia a little bit. I don't have a problem saying that. All these guys will punch me later for it. But interesting matches going on right now. So over on sheet A, Messing, who's clawed back into it, holds Imes to 1, gets the hammer back, down 1. We've got a real tight match over there. And over here on sheet C, Scimia is running out of ends for him to blank. At some point, he's gonna have to make a move.
Yeah, I gotta take a little issue with that strategy of the blank there in the 6th. It's a terrific shot.
Mm-hmm. Oh, it was a great shot.
But really, does it help Ed to be down 5-2 with hammer in the 7th, or would he have been better off down 5-3, try to go steal like he did last night against the MFL guys? Because Kwan has been deadly with setting up these centerline guards and putting another shot on the button. making it very difficult for Ed to score multiple points.
I mean, the Kwan rink is just guards galore. Their takeouts have been really solid. It's hard. It's hard to question how they're playing this game. In our discussion, I totally forgot to switch to camera view. So here's the current houses. And you can see the scores up on the board. The sheet A is not current.
On A and deep, which I'm sure he didn't want to do. Messing has put up the corner guard. Imes is going to try and put up a guard. I guess blocking that stone on the back 12. I think that stone on the back 12 is kind of irrelevant. He really needs the center line guard.
That might have been.
Ed has predictably put up the corner guard.
Mm-hmm.
Kwan looking for the tap. Yeah, he's going to tap his up, maybe split them.
That would be my guess. Oh, he's going to draw behind.
On the broom he put down, it was originally a tap.
Mm-hmm. I think
now
he rethought
it's more like a draw. And if he taps, not terrible. This is the red zone. It looks a little hot. Sweepers are off it. They're on it now. Coming in. Maybe a little hot.
Oh, I think that's going to go through.
All right, first opportunity for Ed.
Yeah, that's fortunately a little heavier than they wanted it.
Ed's going to go with the other corner guard. He's looking for a big end here. Robert's going to start peeling those guards
As soon as he can.
Supers are on it. Weight looks good. I think it's a corner guard. That's fine. I guess Kwan will try to draw again. Either side's open.
That's probably my guess. Yep, that's what he's going to call for. Over on sheet A, got a couple stones out front and a lineup of a yellow and a red.
Trying to draw down to that yellow.
He's
by the guard.
Oh, he's got by. Oh, wow.
I don't know if it's going to be shot. Good throw, though.
He's going to rub up right against that yellow. I think the yellow remains shot.
Gibbons looks a little narrow to me. And sweepers are on it. I think he's going to crash.
He is. He's going to end up pushing that red into the outer 12, I think.
Well, this is setting up very nicely for Ed. Not the way Kwan's team has played to this point.
No, if there's been two misses all day, they've been those last two shots. So
yeah, those were it.
So now Ed has an opportunity to kind of make a big end out of this.
Yep. It's a big opportunity. Got to make the draw here. T-line behind the guards. Out turn down the center. Sweepers are on it right away. I think it's light. It's got plenty to me.
Yeah, I think it's got the decent weight. See it coming
Jumped
into
on
view.
that pretty early.
They're up on it now, and now Kwan's going to get into position because it looks like he might be able to get this out. And he is. He's going to get that out the back. I'm not quite sure why the sweepers... Oh, no, he got to the 12. But I'm not sure why the sweepers were so worried about that.
That was a big sweeping error. Now, some would follow that down.
Right. Robert's strategy has been stone elimination. So as you accurately predicted before, he is going to take the first opportunity to get rid of stones. And
yep. Is the red counting or is the yellow?
Oh, let's take a look. The yellow by a couple inches.
No, that's part of the reason why he's doing.
Here comes the shot from Gibbons.
Look at both of them. both going.
He actually might just be promoting his own red. Ed Scimia is going to get over there and pull it out as far as possible, but that red is just going to move into the outer 12.
That's ridiculously good.
Yeah, I mean, if that's yeah, if you get that yellow out and you push that guy into the back 12 off to the right hand side where nobody's really worried about it except for Ed, who's standing right next to it right now, he's going to use it for a hit and roll opportunity.
But all Robert wanted to do was peel those guards, and he got the bonus of the red being shut.
Absolutely. Now we'll see what Team Scimia can do about that.
Messing sitting shot on A. Skinny is a little wide.
Oh, I think it's going to
Going to
hit.
catch the outside of it, but he may roll out.
Yep, I believe he's going to roll into the boards.
That's not terrible.
No, he's going to stay on the outer 12, and now there's two in the outer 12. Yellow
Kwan's
is
gotta hit
definitely
one of 'em.
shot. Here's the overhand right now, so that back one is definitely shot. The question is which one of the other two is the second stone.
I think the red one is second,
I would
and
agree.
Kwan's going to hit the yellow on the back. With Don Melner. This is as good as gone. Nose would be ideal.
Looking over at sheet A, there's some decision making going on. There's a lot of stones in that front 8.
Sweepers are on this now. Clearly got the hit. May not get the nose, though. May roll
Looks
out.
like he's outside.
No, he's rolling out.
He is, but Robert will take that. He's fine with that rolling out.
Yeah, it's not terrible. Messing looking to put another one in or hit these reds. A lot of weight.
And he definitely moves one of the reds out the back. But it looks like it remains one yellow.
Big shot by Bukowski. Needs the draw behind. Buried. Down 5-2. Needs stones in the ring. Sweepers are on and off. Looks a little hot to me. They're on it, so
I
maybe
think
not
they're
hot.
worried about the line. No, they're by. That was
Nice
it. They were
shot.
trying to make sure he was by. Now
Nice
they'll
shot.
try to bury right into the top 4 and well protected.
Great shot. Robert's going to peel again. The danger here. I don't know that I like the peel. Because Ed is sitting
Here's the feel.
1-3. If he peels the red, he could jam on his own red, knock it out, and then Ed would be sitting 1-2. Kind of dangerous. Kind of like to draw it down.
With a lead like this, I agree. You don't have to stop Ed from scoring. As a matter of fact, you would love Ed to take one here and come home with your lead and the hammer. So, yeah, and that's what he's going to do. He's going to call the draw.
Freeze to the yellow. Perfect. Corner freeze to the yellow is perfect.
Over on sheet A, it looks like Messing's going to call a takeout. And if he is successful on sticks, he'd be counting 2.
Sweepers are off this. Might be a little hot. They're on it now. Maybe okay.
I don't know if it's going to get over enough.
Don't bump. No bump.
Semi is going to jump on it and try to sweep it out, and he's definitely going to sweep it to second.
That's
so
not great.
Here's what just happened over on sheet C. That red stone all the way over on the left of your screen is the one that was just thrown. And it is a little deeper than they wanted to, and it's only second shot.
Yellow has just hit the red on A. Sitting 2.
Yep. And undercover. The roll put him under cover, so that's you got nothing you can do there but draw down to it.
I think Melner's draw there was too hot. Ed can hit this. Maybe move away into the 8. Sit 1-2. And he's setting up nicely for a deuce now.
Comes the shot by Dave Bykowski. Sweepers are on it right away. I think he might be a little bit more narrow than he wanted to be.
Get the roll he wanted.
But he
Great
is going to
shot,
get
though.
by the guards. No, he didn't. He collides on his own stone in the front four, and that is not good. Here's what the end of the result of that is, and now it's at least one red. Possibly two.
That's a big miss.
Yeah, that's unfortunate for Team Semifinal, but now Kwan is going to try and guard that up.
Going on A?
Over on sheet A, we have a gathering of stones in the back of the 4-foot, 8-foot realm. I believe it is 2 yellow, and they are both relatively well protected and hard to access.
Oh, yeah. And it's yellow shot.
And it's yellow shot. And does he have hammer? Did Red score last end? Red did score last one. He took 1 when he was trying to blank. That's right. So yellow is sitting 2 with hammer in the 7th end, down 1.
If he puts one top 4, this could be game.
Right now, he's just going to add another stone to try and protect that line so he can't draw it down to him. But yes, I mean, if this doesn't change much and he has an opportunity to just draw into the 4-foot with the hammer and take 3, that would definitely put him up 7-5 coming home. So, that's definitely what he's trying to do.
On to throw the guard. I think he's looking for top 8 here. Maybe top 4. Buried.
Yeah, if there's anything that can just block up that path, really, is going to be helpful to him. But yes, if you can make the stone be in the count, it's going to make it much harder for Team Semifinal.
I think he wants the count. I mean, if it's high, it's fine, but counting is better. Coming in nice now.
Sweepers are on it. It's a little bit lighter. Definitely guard, but it does add to that guard pile. Now, he's either got to clear or draw around that pile.
Looking at a run back.
Well, let's look at that overhead.
Ed throws the run back double, and he could sit 2 or 3. It's a ridiculously hard shot. That's ridiculous.
He wants to run that yellow back into the red and the 12, then into the red and the 4. The yellow, in theory, hopefully sticks around, if not goes away, but the 2 reds would definitely go away. That's challenge level.
Ridiculous. Ed's just going to draw, I think. He could throw that crazy shot on the next one.
Yeah, I don't think Kwan's going to worry too much about that shot with his last stone. He's going to leave it there, so I think the draw here is probably better.
Oh, looks like they're going to have a team meeting. Sebastian and Scimia are heading down.
Oh, Ed's backtracking. While the meeting of the minds goes on, we'll go back to the 3-sheet view because they're talking about what to do over here on sheet A as well. And there is still 2 yellow. The Imes shot does not go in. I believe that's it in the back of the house. So it's still 2 yellow. And the
Messi's going to come top 4.
yeah, Messi's going to come top 4.
Top 8.
Just to block that up.
Biting the 4 is perfect.
Yeah. If he puts this in the right spot, he's not going to leave Imes a whole lot of options to break up the thing. He's going to be looking at probably trying to knock something out to prevent him getting 3 or more, but still.
Could Imes chip his red stone that's biting the 8 on the right side? Bang out that yellow. Maybe the red goes in.
He could. I mean, the angle is really tight because of the yellow that's in front of it.
And the guard.
And the guard.
There's a high guard. That would be a pretty hard shot.
Well, Team Scimia comes down the ice. It looks like they have settled on the draw.
I think that's the right call. he can throw that crazy double later on his last shot if he doesn't make this. Messing going to top 8, top 4, narrow port. Sweepers are off it. They're on it now. It's off the guard now. Must be, or they're trying to get it off the guard. Wicks the guard. It floats in. Where did it float to? Top 8?
Yes, but I don't think it's factoring into the count. Here comes edge draw.
Messing's just turned out to be guard.
Yep, it wasn't in there.
They're sweeping hard on this. It looks a little light. Is it going to get there?
And they are going to drag it all the way into the 8-foot.
That's no good.
It is second shot.
It's no good. It's wide open.
It is
It's
out
not
there.
counting. And all Kwan has to do is hit it on the inside.
So let's see. Kwan is looking at hit and roll.
Yep. He doesn't even have to roll. What he doesn't want to do is hit this on the outside and jam it into his.
Right.
As long as he hits it, gets rid of it, that's all he cares about.
Right.
The perfect shot is nose or just slightly inside a nose. That's the perfect shot. On that broom, I think he's going to throw probably down weight, maybe hack to control, hack the board. Doesn't want to overthrow this. It's nice, very quiet. Sweepers are on it. Sweeping it hard. Want to make sure they get to it.
Looks like he's it is curling. He's trying to get the inside of it. He gets the inside. It's going to roll all the way out into the outer 12. It's going to push one of those stones out. Wow, I don't know if that stone was involved in the count or not. Let's show you guys what we see. It is definitely one red. I don't know if that guy's 2 at the top.
Here's the good news about that shot.
It could be 3 red.
If the shot that Ed was looking at before, the red run back, doesn't work for him now.
Right, because that red in the 12 changes things.
Exactly. So now he has to take the 1.
He's going to basically draw. He's got backing, so it's all about just making sure he gets there.
Meanwhile, over on A.
He's lining up some sort of run back.
Well, he's already sitting 2, right? And it's his hammer.
This is hammer.
Run back for 3. We don't have a far A camera.
We don't.
Ed's draw. Sweepers are on and off. They're on it now. They're on it on hard. Got to get there. Can't give up another steal here. They got to go.
It's got the weight. It did look light to me.
It's coming in.
It might actually be too heavy. Kwan is setting up to try and sweep it past the red. And he is going to No, he's not. It's going to be 1 red.
1 yellow.
Oh, 1 yellow, rather. 1 yellow. Just short of getting it past there.
Okay. So Ed took what he could. He's going to have to seal 2.
So coming home on sheet C, the score is 5-3. Kwan over Scimia. Kwan will come home with the hammer and a 2-point lead. Over on sheet A, it looks like Messing is going to try and promote his own red in for a 3rd point. That would put him up to without hammer coming home.
Let's take a look at this shot if we can. Messing's got an angle that yellow back. I think this is a very makeable shot for Gerd. He's a tremendous player.
And it's got a very low downside to it. If you don't hit it perfectly, there's very little harm you can actually do to your
Yeah,
current count.
he's not gonna do any harm. Sweepers are on it now. Want it to move a little, maybe a little outside.
It's hit. It's not going to get the angle he wants. He's going to have to settle for 2. So it is going to be 6-5. Messing leading Imes, coming home. Imes will have the hammer down 1. On sheet C, it is 5-3. Kwan leading Scimia. Scimia needs to get 2 with the hammer to tie, 3 to win. We're coming home here, folks, in the semifinals. Stick with us. This is going to be a heck of a finish. You push that button in. All right. What more could you ask for in a semifinals here, folks? Thank everybody for joining us. I just reset the score. Let me also reset the rest of the draw. There is one more draw after this. The winners of these matches will meet on Sheet B at 3 p.m., and that will be for the championship. Seen some amazing curling this weekend. Some really great performances, some really great teams. Only 6 teams can make it to Sunday. The Smith rink played really well. Very nice to meet those guys. They were fantastic to chat with and to watch play. The Kennedy rink, I want to talk about those kids for a while. And I say kids because they're a junior squad and they played their hearts out and were very, very good. Coburn, the guys from Plainfield, always fun to chat with them. We chat with them on Friday. Just thank you to all of our teams for coming this weekend. We look forward to having you again. So here on the final, we're starting up the 8th end. I'm good, thank you, though. Here comes the second shot from Eric Sebastian. I gotta admit, I did not see exactly where the call was. Over on sheet A, Imes is trying to draw around.
Well, this has been exceptional curling, honestly.
Oh, absolutely. All weekend has been fantastic. Imes will be successful in his draw. He's going to get to the back 4 and behind that yellow guard. We'll have to see where they want to go from here.
So here's my question since I was in the restroom. How
Right.
is it that Kwan round up with a red stone on the center guard line?
I believe he bumped that yellow back.
Looking to run his red out now and move the yellow over. This would be a really incredible shot. Looks like he's just going to get nose, though. Oh, he's going to get, that's pretty good. Yeah, very nice. Really good.
Yeah, he's going to play open house here and try just to eliminate as many stones as possible, make it really tough for Ed and Team Semi to set something up. They do need 2 to tie here or 3 to win, but they do have hammer, which is their benefit. Oh no, they're stealing. They do not have hammer. Sorry.
Listen, Ed is up against Gibbons, Malner, and Kwan. But more importantly, excellent hitters. It's going to be very difficult to set up here against 3 guys who aren't going to miss their hits. So Ed's going to put up another guard, but Kwan's just going to get rid of it. And it's going to be very difficult for Ed to steal 2 with no guards. Messing has a stone on the button. We thought Messing took 2 last end, but he only took 1, Britt? I don't know where Britt went, but I thought Messing took 2 in the last end on sheet A, but the score says he only took 1. So that game is tied at 5 with Messing on the button, and he's just going to jam it. Ed's decided to put up another guard behind the guard that's up there? Or is he looking to come in? I don't think he's looking to come in. I think he's looking for a guard. Maybe top 12? Great shot. Hey, Britt, we thought Messing had taken 2 in the last end, but he only took 1, looks like. Didn't we think yellow was sitting 2?
Yeah, I thought that was a draw for 3. Apparently, we was wrong on that. So that's a tie match coming home.
Mm-hmm. I assume the tiebreaker's an extra end.
Yes. I saw that in the quarterfinals, so I know that one for sure.
Hope looking to peel the guard. Maybe double peel, run back double peel. All right, just a peel. That's fine. But Ed does now have 2 guards set up. He has 1 in the center, 1 in the 4. And is it time to come in? Or is he going to throw another guard? He's going to throw another guard. We're only up to first vice rocks.
Mm-hmm.
Not necessarily a rush to come in yet. Ed's being very deliberate and patient. He's been in this situation many times before. Going to need a miss, though. Messing, just trying to jam up his stone that's on the center. Put up another guard. No, Imes is going to have to clear stuff out because Messing is sitting dead frozen on the button, and there's no way to get to him. Bykowski looking to put up the guard. Looks pretty good.
It's a little hot. No, it's fine.
No, it's fine. Kwan could try to double them out. It's going to be difficult. He's going to want to double them and not stay and leave another guard. If he hits this on the right side, it's going to run over into the yellow that's already there. Probably wants to hit it on the left side. Not sure how he gets both of these and also rolls out. But he's got Malner.
Over on sheet A, we've got a Yellowstone right on the button, frozen pretty good to a redstone right behind it. There's some separation, but not enough that I think you could get it out.
Malner's hit on the way. He's going to get the top one for sure, but I don't think he's going to get the back one.
Nope.
Right.
Going to hit on an angle, and we're going to get just the one out.
I think Ed's got to start thinking about coming in.
I agree. He's running out of stones.
And now he's going to come in.
And Paul asked before, what's the purse breakdown on this? First place is going to get $1,400. Second place gets $900. The 2 losers of this game will end up in third and fourth and will get $650. So it is not a winner-take-all preference, and all of the teams on the ice right now are going to end up in the plus.
Bykowski's draw. Line is good. Getting tight. We're going to have to sweep it. They are now. Oh, they're off it. I think it's tight, though. By.
It's good. It needs to settle down a little bit.
If it's by, it's heavy.
And Robert Kwan is going to try and push it out.
All right, it stayed.
He'll get it to the back line. It'll be a back biter.
Stayed. So Kwan will peel guard probably. What you don't want to do is peel and replace this guard. Got to go, and yours has got to go.
Agreed.
Malner's peel on its way. Looks pretty good. Definitely going to get it. And he's not staying. That's a perfect shot. Goodbye.
Meanwhile, over on sheet A, wow. All right, so red, not what they wanted to do, but an amazing outcome. Red throws a shot down the middle to try and peel the front guard, ends up pushing the guard into their own red stone, which was backing up that yellow and clearing them out. So the yellow is now sitting all by itself on the button.
That makes it better. It's easier to get the yellow if the yellows doesn't have backing. So that's not bad. Messing's still looking to jam it.
So now Yellow's going to put that guard right back. Messing's going to put that guard right back because now all of a sudden he smells that as being his meal ticket.
Yep.
And he does not have the hammer here, so he definitely wants to get one and protect one.
Yep. All right, Ed's got to put one in somewhere. I guess he's going to behind the corner guard on the right as we look at it.
It looks like it.
Got no other place to go. So I guess he's got to go there.
Messing's guard is perfect, and it's right on the center line.
Ed's draw's got to move. Hasn't moved yet. They're on it, but it hasn't moved yet. Now they're off it. Got to move a little more. They're on it for weight because it's a little light. All right, it's going to get in the rings, but it's going to be wide open. Kwan can hit either of those two stones.
Yeah, didn't get the cover he wanted there, so Kwan will go after the yellow, and he's pointing like he wants to roll over.
Yeah, I'm not sure it matters if he rolls or not. It's a nice bonus, but really what he has to do is get rid of that stone.
He doesn't want to leave anything to hide behind either, so yeah, just get rid of that stone. Play the stone elimination game you've been successful with so far, and get ready to move to the finals if you can. Over on sheet A, red looks like it's going to promote slash... Well, no, they're just opening it up. And he does successfully open it up and eliminate the yellow guard. I'm going to go out on a limb and guess that yellow is going to put the guard right back. Kwan lines up his shot.
Kwan's put the broom right on the stone. He's coming in turn. I guess he figures if he misses, he could get the one on the back maybe. There is that guard. I don't like the direction he's coming in. But it's Kwan.
He can't afford to be wide. And he's not. Their sweepers are on it the whole way. He is past that front guard. And he is going to hit that yellow and roll over to almost the exact spot he pointed with his broom when he talked about this shot with John Gibbons.
Okay, may I point out again what a ridiculously good shot that was?
That was amazing.
Because he didn't hit the guard on the up, that's in the 2 area, the corner guard. His sweepers managed to hold it, catch it on the inside, and he threw perfect weight to stay. That was a ridiculously good shot.
So whatever night we set up to look at this tape, because Paul Douglas is going to buy us drinks, that's one of the shots we're definitely going to want to talk about with him.
Yeah, I would have come the other way, but I wouldn't have had confidence in that shot in either direction. I might have just hit the one on the back. Would have been easier.
I mean, again, Ed's got to find a way to get 2 here to tie. And he's running out of granite.
Well, this is his last granite. He's got to hit the red, not jam, stay somewhere, and beg for a miss from Robert Kwan, which is not an easy beg.
Got the weight. Starting to curl.
Can't jam on his on the back or the game is over.
I think he's going to avoid the jam. The question is the yellow going to stick around? It's got a lot of leg. John Gibbons is on it. If he can sweep this out of the circles, the match is over.
Nope.
And he doesn't.
All right, that's all it can do. So Kwan just has to hit the one on the back for the win.
Or even just come up short of it if he's anywhere inside of those 2 stones.
Nope, just has to hit it. Robert's not going to mess around with this. He's just going to hit it. Throw big weight right on the broom and get rid of it.
Speaking of not messing around and just hitting things, over on sheet A, looks like Imes is trying to line up whether or not he can get to that yellow stone. They're having a good long conversation about it.
Well, this reminds me a bit of the shot that Jason Smith had against Ed last night in the 8th end, where he can come around the guard and try to hit that yellow.
Mm-hmm.
But I just don't know if he can hit it with enough force to move it off the button and sit shot.
That's it. That's the question. Because if you're going to hit it, you're probably not going to nose it given the line of those stones. So here comes the Kwan shot.
Kwan's right on it. This is money. Hope sweeping it clean.
It's moving a little bit, but I
No,
think he's going
game's
to get
over.
a good chunk of it.
That's it.
And that's going to be match. Ed Scimia will take 1 in the 8th. The final score will be 5-4, and Team Kwan will advance to the finals. What a great match over there on Sheet C. Two really good teams. Sad to see one of them have to be eliminated. Let's go to the near house on A, because this is now the only match left. Here comes the red shot. He's trying to dislodge that yellow on the button, or maybe even peel the yellow in front of it. And instead, he is going to do that, and he's going to get rid of his guard, the guard that he was worried about. But
yeah, that's no good because
each team's got 1 stone left on this match. So
yeah, but that's no good because the red stone is guarding the wall side of that yellow stone, and now all Gert has to do is put another guard in to the center line,
Yep.
the sheet B side of it.
Yep.
And that would leave Imes only with the long
Run
angle
back.
raise.
Yeah.
And if Messing can put this in a little deeper so that it takes away the red run back also, then Imes would have nothing. Although there's 2 red run backs, so I'm not sure he could take away both of them. But just in front of the 12 in that hole, I think is perfect. Make both run backs difficult and take away any access to the yellow on the button. They think it's wide. Directionally sweeping it.
Weight looks good.
The weight's fine. It might come over to the red. Is it going to come over and bounce off the red?
It is going to be just short of the red, but it's going to do exactly what we needed it to do. It's sitting right dead center on the center line. And now Imes has got to find a way through that port and to push the yellow off.
Well, here's the thing. I think Imes can get to that yellow stone. It looks just like the shot as I was talking about of Jason Smith had against Ed last night in the 8th end, or in the 9th end. I think it was the 9th end, when Jason Smith had an opportunity to come through a port and tap Ed back, and he did. But he didn't tap Ed back far enough, and his rolled out a bit, and Ed won by about an inch or 2. So that's what Imes is looking at. He's got to hit this yellow and stay and outcount the yellow. Pretty tight. Take a walk.
I think it's tight mainly because he doesn't have a whole lot of room to work with because of that guard. So this is for the match over here on Sheet A. This is a tie match on Sheet A. So if red can dislodge this, then he wins.
Very difficult shot.
The rock is on its way.
It's got to move.
It's got to move. It's got like control level weight.
They're trying to directionally sweep it. They're on it hard now. It's got a chance. It's coming in. Now the question is, what happens when it hits?
It's going to get to the yellow. It impacts the yellow, and it is going to knock the yellow out, and that is going to be 1 red.
That's a winner.
And Imes steals 1 in the 8th. I'm sorry, no, wins with a hammer in the 8th to advance to the final in a game that was way back and forth. He jumped out to a 4-0 lead.
We have a whole
gave it back with a couple of steals and a couple of well-placed shots. They traded ends, and all of a sudden now it's going to be Imes versus Kwan in the final. Clapping as the teams are coming in off of the ice, and they deserve every minute of that applause. What great semifinals. We'll be back at 3 p.m. for Imes versus Kwan for the championship of the Blazing Leaves. Thank you, everybody, for tuning in. We'll see you at 3.